Hello and welcome to the transcription explanation of all of my loving and wholesome designs. Well, at least my favorite. I've done quite a few of these. Anyway, let's go ahead and start with our first word, this word love right here. It shows up in a lot of these designs. And this word is written by combining our first letter, an L, which has 1, 2, 3 dots here, with its letter stem, which is a completed circle, inside the word circle here. So that's why we combine the columns and the rows to get our L. So it's in this row and in this column because it's this circle inside the word circle shape here. And it's got 3 dots on it. 1, 2, 3. So that's how this script mostly works. It combines these 4 different letter stems with dots or lines. You can't have both dots and lines on the same letter. And then vowels are these little circles. So here's the O right here. It's attached to the L like a bead on a string. And if we follow that brown one down, that would be the O. And then we have this shallow divot. So that puts us in this row. And it's got 1 line on it. And then we have the E, which is right in the middle of the mouth of that. So like on the line of the word circle. If it were an A, it would be outside the word circle like this. So anyway, L-O-V-E is that first design. Now let's hop into this slightly more complicated design here. So this is a full sentence, so we start reading the sentence at the bottom and then going counterclockwise, just like we do the words. That's because this is like a time traveler script, and we start at the bottom of the clock and go back in time. So here's our first word, and all it has is 1 little vowel on it, and that vowel has a line going towards the middle. That makes it an I, like this green one up here. So this first word is I. Here we have another L, 3 dots, O attached to it, V-E, so that's the word love again. And this word starts with this TH stem, so a circle on the line of the word circle. And it's got 2 dots on it, so that puts us in the Y column. So that would be a Y. And then we have an O, it's a little circle inside the word circle. And then we have a U with a line radiating outwards. And that's all this is. This thick line is just the line coming from the U in U. And then we have a shallow divot with no modifiers, making it a T, and then an O inside the word circle, like this. So 2, and then here we have a deep divot, so we're in the top row, and it's got 1 line on it, which if we scooch you over here, you can see that that is a G. And then we have an A outside the word circle, like that. This is a double letter because it's a double line, and there are 3 dots, so making that double letter a double L, just like the L in love. And then we have an I, line going inwards, and then we have an F, 1, 2, 3 lines. Yes, this 1 line here that ends here and here does count twice because it ends there and it ends there. And line modifiers count where they end on a letter stem. And so we have the F with 3 line modifiers, an R with 3 dots, an E on the line of the word circle, and then a Y, again, just like that Y in U. So that would be Gallifreyan. And then we have an A outside the word circle, N circle inside the word circle with 1 line modifier, and then another deep divot, but this deep divot has 3 dots. So that would make it a D. And then we have a B, A, and this is another double letter, and this is a double K. And this script, in the original script, there was no letter C. This whole 4-dot column didn't exist. Neither did this 1-dot column. So this letter C, if you had a C in your word, you would swap it with a K or an S or a CH, depending on what sound it made. These are becoming more commonplace now that these 4-dot letters are catching on. But anyway, in the classic style, you still would want to write CK as a KK or a double K because the C goes K. So that would be I love you to Gallifrey and back. And then this one here is a bit trickier because it has some overlaps. So this here, this word circle, has a shallow divot, so in this row, that directly overlaps with this word, which directly overlaps with this word, which directly overlaps with this word. So that is something to keep an eye out for. Sometimes stylistically you directly overlap letters with that, and that makes it a bit more cohesive, I think, and has a different style, but it does make it trickier to read. So this is another I line going towards the middle, and that middle is the middle of the word circle, not the middle of the piece, just the word. So I, and then we have this shallow divot with 1, 2 lines. So that makes it a W with 2 lines on it. And then we have an I, again, line going towards the middle. And this is another double L because 1, 2, 3 dots on a double line. So I will. Here's L, 1, 2, 3 dots on the L. And then this is the O, it's attached to it, and all this stuff going through it doesn't matter. The dot in the middle of it doesn't matter. What matters is that there is another ring, there is a circle on the line of the letter stem, making it an O. This is a shallow divot with that one line ending on it, so that would be a V. And then continuing all the way around, here's the E, so that would be love. Here's the U, so again, we start at the bottom of the word circle, and we don't hit any letters on this word until we hit this letter stem. These dots are the dots on the shallow divot of this divot that is part of forever. This is the Y with 1, 2 dots on a circle on the line of the word circle, the O in the center of that, and then a U with a line going outwards, so that would be U. And then we have this bit. This is the F in forever. We have a deep divot with 1, 2, 3 lines attached to it. And then here's the O, like a bead on a string. Here's a shallow divot with 1, 2, 3 dots, making it an R. An E centered on the line of the word circle. V with 1 line on it. An E, and then an R with 1, 2, 3 dots on this shallow divot. So this thin line is the word circle line of forever. And that thin line does end and break and make a divot right here. So that does count as a divot on forever. Okay, one more design, this one. This one starts with the TH here at the bottom, and then we have a shallow divot with 3 dots, R, and then the O, like a bead on a string, U, line going outwards, and this is a circle on the line of the word circle with 1 dot, making it a GH. And then we have an A, double L, just like the double L's we've been doing before. And then we have an O, little circle inside the word circle. This F has 1, 2, 3 lines on it. This time starts with a T, shallow divot, no modifiers. I, line going towards the middle. M has 1, 2, 3 lines on it. And then the E right in the middle of the M, so time. And then here's the word and. A is here. N is here with 1 line on it. A D is a deep divot with 1, 2, 3 dots, so and. And then our last word, space, starts with an S, 1, 2, 3 lines. This P has 1, 2 lines in a circle inside the word circle. A outside the word circle. And then this C is done with an S because it's a C that goes S. And like I talked about before, and that's how you do the swap. So 1, 2, 3 lines on the S, and then an E, so space. And then this last bit, which I have on the bracelets, is the combination of this through all of time and this I will love you forever bit, which is here, and then through all of time and space, which is here, and then love, which is here, and then this is repeated again. So this is the I will love you forever through all of time and space. Love, and then I will love you forever through all of time and space. Love. So yep, that is my loving and wholesome set. I hope the explanation video makes a little bit of sense. This was a pretty quick run through, and I have these designs read separately elsewhere in other videos that you're welcome to check out, but I figured I'd put them all in one place. So yeah, bye!